my name is Kat, and today I'll be giving you some recommendations for books by some of my favorite authors. Now, there are several questions that I get asked pretty frequently, but one question that I get asked all the time is, who are your favorite authors? And I have answered this question in videos and live shows in the past, but I thought today I would make a video in which I declare my 10 favorite authors and which book by each of them I would recommend if I could only pick one. The first author I will mention today is John Green, and the one book I would recommend by him is Looking for Alaska. I've read and loved all of the books he has published. I love his writing style, his characters. Choosing just one book by John Green is hard, but I would recommend Looking for Alaska. It was his debut novel, and it is just brilliant, so you should read it. Author number 2 on my list is Laini Taylor, and you might be expecting me to recommend Daughter of Smoke and Bone because I really loved that book, but I'm actually going to recommend Lips Touch. This is the book that made me fall in love with Laini Taylor's writing. All 3 short stories in this book are wonderful, and as an added bonus, there are gorgeous, gorgeous illustrations like this one, or this one, or this one! Beautiful writing, beautiful pictures. I love this book. Author number 3 on my list is Liv Abri, and the one book I would recommend by her is Beauty Queens. This is about the chaos that ensues after a plane full of teenage beauty queens crash lands on an island. There's tons of adventure and hilarity and ridiculousness, and is just a great read. Author number 4 is Holly Black, and the one book I would recommend by her is actually the first book in a trilogy, and that is White Cat. I love Holly Black's writing and the characters she has created and the world she has created in this Curse Worker series. It is a fantastic start to the trilogy, and if you like fantasy trilogies set in another world with magic and mobsters, you will love this book. The 5th author on my list is Suzanne Collins, and you guessed it, The Hunger Games. I actually avoided this book at first because of all the hype. I didn't even read it until Catching Fire had already been released. But as soon as I read it, I knew it was one of my favorite books of all time. I'm sure many of you have already read this, so it's not as much a recommendation as a rave. I love this book. I thought it was fantastic. The plotting, the pacing, the characters, everything about it. If you haven't read this book for some reason, get to it. Seriously. Number 6 on my list is Stephanie Perkins, and I will be recommending Anna and the French Kiss. Stephanie Perkins is probably the newest author on my list. She only has 2 books out so far. 3rd one's coming out this year, very excited for that. But I loved Anna and the French Kiss, and I loved Lola and the Boy Next Door. Stephanie Perkins is just so fantastic at creating these contemporary young adult romances that feel real and powerful and romantic. I just love it. If you like contemporary romance and you haven't checked out Stephanie Perkins' books yet, you are missing out, my friend. Author number 7 on my list is Scott Westerfeld, and I will be recommending Uglies. Scott Westerfeld is just amazing with his world building and the way his stories are told on such like a grand scale. If you love dystopian and you haven't gotten around to the series yet, I definitely recommend it. You will enjoy it and want a hoverboard. Probably. I want a hoverboard. Number 8 on my list is Lauren Oliver, and I will be recommending Before I Fall. I loved this book. I think that Lauren Oliver is so fantastic at writing characters and creating characters that feel real. Both in this book and in her Delirium series, her characters and their relationships just shine to me. And I especially loved this book because of the dynamic growth of the main character over it. Author number 9 on my list is Maggie Stiefvater, and I will be recommending The Scorpio Races. Many of you probably associate Maggie Stiefvater with the Shiver trilogy, which I really enjoyed, but this book. I loved the characters and the struggles they faced in this book, and I just thought it was put together so well. If you're looking for a good standalone fantasy novel, you definitely want to pick this up. And finally, author number 10 on my list is Laurie Halse Anderson, and the book I will be recommending is Prom. I love the way Laurie Halse Anderson structures her stories and tells them. There's something unique about it. It's not like reading a book, it's like experiencing a book, and it's so awesome. If you prefer the sort of darker young adult contemporary novels, then I would definitely recommend both Speak and Winter Girls. But if you're looking for a contemporary that is a little bit lighter, but still very witty and clever and insightful, then this book. This is your book. And there you have it. Those are my current top 10 favorite authors and the one book by each of them that I would recommend to a new reader. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will have a new vlog up very soon, so I will see you then. Goodbye!